Welcome, everybody, to today's Times Sports Media Day for 2025. I'm Times Sports Editor Bill Murphy, and today we're going to be speaking with each of the 11 football programs in Hall County about the upcoming season, which, believe it or not, is only a couple weeks away. But before we get started, I wanted to thank some wonderful sponsors for making this year's event happen. Those are Northeast Georgia Health Systems, Jackson EMC, Shane's Rib Shack, and Southern Baked Pie. Right now, we're joined by West Hall High School and first-year coach Naji Lyon. Last year, the Spartans finished 4-6 in a very competitive Region 8 AAA. Coach Lyon, thanks for joining us here today. And first of all, tell us a little bit about the players you brought with you this year.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, Bill. I'm excited to be here. I brought with me today two senior captains, inside linebacker and running back Zach Wagner, senior, and senior athlete Nasser Aliou, number 11, also a senior captain.
And, Coach, just tell the fans out there a little bit about your coaching journey. This is your first year as a head coach. Tell us what you did coming up to this season.
Yes, sir. So I've been at a lot of schools for a long time. I've coached in 3 states, Maryland, California, and mostly Georgia. My entire career here in Georgia has been under Heath Webb, who's at Lumpkin County, so I'm coming from Lumpkin County. He's my mentor and has been a big help to my career. Learned a lot from him, but had a great 3 years at Lumpkin County. Before that was at Gainesville High, where my son Tristan played, and so I've been at Flower Branch and Winder Barrow, so I'm familiar with the area. Flower Branch is my hometown, and I'm excited to be back near my hometown.
And, Coach, talk a little bit about what made the job at West Hall appealing to you.
Well, every day on the way back from Dahlonega to Spout Springs Road, I would drive by West Hall, and every day I would think maybe one day I'll coach there. And when Coach Montgomery left, it opened up a great opportunity for me. I'm excited about it. It's a program that I've always looked at as a good one with some potential, a lot of good athletes. Like I said, it's the town I live in right there in Flower Branch. 985, exit 12, Spout Springs Road. It's where I live. It's where I spend my money. My wife and I shop, and so it's where we go out to eat. And so I like making my community, part of my profession and helping young people in my community.
And, guys, I want to throw this question down to you. What has it been like for you as a senior learning to play for a new coach, new system? How has that been for you?
I've enjoyed it a lot. I've had a lot of fun learning new system and getting to know all the new coaching, like the coaching staff, because we pretty much have a new coaching staff. And it's been a fun opportunity.
Yeah, it's really fun having new coaches, and I really love what we're doing right now with the new stuff and everything.
Zach, this question's for you. What's the transition been like? Not only are you a every down linebacker, but you're also taking on the role as starting running back this year. How has that been for you?
I'm really excited to get back on the offensive side of the ball. I haven't really played offense since I was a freshman, so I'm excited to be able to contribute on both sides of the ball and just play the whole game.
And, Coach, how demanding is that for a football player to be on the field as much as Zach will be this year and still be able to handle it?
It's demanding, not just physically but mentally. Luckily, I know Zach can handle it. If I didn't think he could handle it, I wouldn't ask him to do it. But our team is not a real big team. We don't have a ton of players, so we will pretty much all go both ways, and the better players will play. But I know Zach's a tough kid. I know he can handle it. It is tough. It's tough mentally too. Emotionally when you're in a game. It's one thing in practice, but in a game you don't get that emotional break to come over. But we'll be smart with it. I'm a first-year head coach, but I'm not a first-year coach, so I know that we got to make his body last. Something as a head coach you got to think about is the players' bodies and making that last. The toughest part of our schedule is kind of right around the beginning of our region schedule and toward really our whole region schedule. So we have to make smart decisions with their bodies, with our practice schedule, and allowing for longevity throughout the season, getting through, the scrimmage 10-game schedule and on into the playoffs. It's a long season. To try to get to December is a very difficult thing to do, and so we got to make sure our bodies are ready. So.
And let's talk about this other wonderful young man you have right here at
Yes,
the end of
sir.
the table. You've been clear that Nasser is going to be an athlete for you this year,
Yes, sir.
which means we might see him here, there, and everywhere. Talk a little bit about his responsibilities, some places we'll see him, and what makes him capable of handling that role.
Yes, sir. When I got this job, Nasser was only an outside linebacker and a Z receiver, and some personnel changes on our team at quarterback and some other positions, running back. We graduated a lot of talent last year, and, with Elijah Hayes and some of that with the running back changes, and then some of the other changes have dictated that we needed to move pieces around to get the best players the ball in space. That's kind of been my offensive philosophy: get the best players the ball in space, and so Nasser has been moved to an ATH, and I will find as many creative ways as I can to get him the ball. And he'll either have the ball or we're faking having the ball to him. So we're going to move him around. And, again, try to stretch the season as long as we can. I can't snap it to him every play because then he's getting tackled every single play. And I just need his body to last throughout the season. It's not good for his health to do that. So we'll be smart with it, but I'm excited about it. I think he's excited about it. I know taking him to some college recruiting visits, that was a good move for us, changing his position to ATH. College recruiters often want to know what position the player plays. And so if you make the college coach decide and say, he's an ATH, so you decide. And that puts some of the onus on them. So I'm excited about that. I think he's excited about it too. He seems to enjoy it. What do you think, Nasser? You like playing quarterback?
Yeah, I like yeah.
So we will be seeing him line up at quarterback
Yes,
for a
sir.
bit.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, I want to throw this question to you. Talk a little bit about this region, because it's a small region, only 6 teams, but there's lots of quality with yourselves, Jefferson, Oconee County, Monroe, and the team right across the street or across the interstate from you, Cherokee Bluff. Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, I really love it because they're really good quality teams, and playing against them is always a hype, and it's really good.
But what's it called? I really like the exposure of playing the bigger schools, and it's a good opportunity to play against high level competition because, in my opinion, it's probably the hardest region in 3A. So I'm excited for it.
Outstanding. And Coach, you have 2 great players. We're here with you today, but who are some other players on the team that people are going to see a lot of this year for West Hall?
We've got a lot of good players on our team. I'm really excited about it. We don't have a ton of seniors. We only have 8 seniors on our team, so we're what I would consider a young team. We're going to have a 2-way starter in Ben Phelps. He's only a sophomore. We'll have another 2-way starter in Marvin Lewis, who's my 3rd captain. He's a junior. And so, we've got some speed at various positions. And Kendrick is a rising senior, Kendrick Tarnia, who's 6'6", 280-pound tackle that obviously we're going to try to run behind and use his size. My other tackle, left tackle, Ryder Cato, is another big, 300-pound player. E.J. Raddick will play some quarterback as well and play some other positions too. So we're going to move pieces around, not just on offense but on defense. So when you don't have a huge roster, when you don't have a size like 6A or 5A roster, you have everybody gets to play. So it can be looked at as a negative, but we like to focus on the positive, accentuate the positive, and that means everybody gets to play and everybody gets to play numerous positions, and it makes it more demanding mentally, but it's also more engaging rather than some of the repetitivity of just the same drill and playing one position and you get burned out. This way, everybody we're new positions, new motions, new formations, new blitzes, and trying to get everybody moved around. So I'm excited about it.
And Coach, how exciting is it to open the season against Lumpkin County? That's going to be a big game. It's probably going to draw a very good crowd. And what does that mean for you?
It means we play a really, really good football team. That's the first thing that jumps off the page. I was obviously part of that team for the last 3 years. We won 27 games. in 3 years. Something a lot of people don't know is that they've also won every scrimmage, fall and spring scrimmage, since we took over in 2022 there. They haven't lost a scrimmage. So it's a tough task, no doubt. Obviously, playing against my mentor is bittersweet, I guess you could call it, but it's good. It's exciting. I know it'll be a good crowd. It's wonderful facilities there in Dahlonega. I know they're a good team, so we're going to play nothing but good teams this year. So it's good to get started on that. On that. Get off on that good team foot. And they're playing a good competition, so that when we get to the regular season, it doesn't get any easier with Seconder. We go from at Dahlonega or at Lumpkin County right to at Seconder, 6A Gwinnett team. So, yeah, we've got a tall task, but like Kirby said, no pressure, no diamonds. So we're excited about it. So,
Guys, how exciting is that for you to open the schedule? Some really hard games, but get you prepared for the region schedule.
I like how we start with the hard schedule to start off, because it gets us prepared for a really tough region. Because if we had an easier start, we wouldn't be as prepared. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, starting with those teams, like, we really get to see, like, the physicality and, like, teams, they play really hard just at the region.
it's a good point with the physicality. Yeah, it's something to get us prepared. Tough because we opened the region with Jefferson, so it's kind of the I've made a big deal about it in our locker room that we need to. Jefferson played in the state championship, and they're on our schedule, so we need to kind of do what we can to match that level of physicality and that level of execution and that level of intensity, and kind of model our program after that quality of a program.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. There's a lot of anticipation for the season at West Hall High School, and fans keep an eye out for our print preview edition, which will be coming out in August. And like I said, West Hall opens the season against Lumpkin County on August 15th in Dahlonega. And for coverage of all high school football and all high school sports, go online to GainesvilleTimes.com. Thank you very much.
Awesome.